experiment to see how yeast works and what it actually needs to work. So what we're going to use today, 2 bottles, and do you know what we need to wake yeast up with?
Warm water and sugar.
Warm water. Okay, warm water activates the yeast. So we've got dried yeast here. Let's get a little bowl. Show you some yeast. See the yeast in there? Good idea, should we go like this? Little granules of yeast. Okay, so let's fill our bottles up with warm water.
We put water without yeast.
Yeah, so put the warm water in the bottles.
In the bottles.
Yeah. So if it's cold water, it doesn't wake up the yeast. And if it's too hot, what happens to the yeast cells? It kills the yeast if the water's too hot.
Stop.
Okay,
That's
so
too much.
the same. Okay, so what we're going to do,
Put some sugar.
yeah, well we're going to put the yeast in the same amount of yeast. So let's fill it up in there. Okay. Right, so just under a spoonful. So now we're waking the yeast up in the warm water.
I have to get some food for
We need to get some food. So shall we just see, what do you think happens if we give the yeast food, which is sugar? What do you think might happen, Emily?
it will inflate and get fresh gas out.
Yeah? How does the gas come out of the yeast? Because we're feeding it food, we're giving it food, and like us, when we eat, we need to get rid of our waste product. So the waste product of yeast is CO2 or carbon dioxide. So, and that's a gas, isn't it? So that is why your bread rises. So I think what we'll do is just add a spoonful of sugar just to one of them. So just add it to that one. Should we do one more? So we're giving this yeast some food. Now the next thing we want to do, we're going to put a balloon on the top of both of them. So that's the yeast, that's the sugar one, isn't it? Yeah. We're right for sugar. So see if we can get the lid on, see if we can get the balloon on that. That's it. So we've got one balloon there, and we'll do it with the yeast and the sugar. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave them there for 20 minutes and see what happens to the yeast and what happens to the bottle with the yeast and the sugar. Okay. So it's been 20 minutes, it doesn't look much different, but this bit's got a bit foamier than that one. And this balloon's totally flat, but this balloon has got a little bit more air in it, you can see. So I'll keep it going a bit longer, see what happens. Blown up?
No.
Not at all. So this is the one with yeast.
Warm water and sugar.
And this one is just
Warm water and yeast.
brilliant. So we can see that warm water and yeast doesn't make any gas or carbon dioxide. It needs the sugar to eat to produce the carbon dioxide.
What's at the bottom?
That's the yeast at the bottom, just sitting on the bottom. But yeah, so all that carbon dioxide that's being released when it's in the bread will make the bread holes in the bread. Will give it the gas. Oh, look at it. Oh, I think it'll explode if we leave it too long.
Yeah, let's see it explode. And that's the end of my experiment.